Hey everyone, let's dive into a story that needs more eyes, a narrative about Reyna Dunlap, a case that highlights the need to dig deeper and challenge the status quo. At Criminal Conversations, the mission's all about tearing past the labels and narratives that let the justice system slide. We see Reyna's story as a glaring reminder that real justice involves seeing people beyond prejudices. So, buckle up as we dive in. Reyna Dunlap wasn't just another face in the crowd. She had this bright spark, a supernova of talent and ambition. From being a high school brainiac with a penchant for sports like diving and soccer to indulging in her love for Japanese culture and mastering the language, Reyna was a force. Her family saw her as the nude queen online, but to them, she was always their ambitious Reyna with dreams of creating her own manga, full of life and freedom, not merely defined by her online persona. Fast forward to January 18, 2025, and a tragically different scene unfolds. Reyna's lifeless body is found in a vacant, rundown home in Cleveland's Kinsman neighborhood. The Cleveland police are quick to typecast the scene, a suspected overdose, all based on the location of discovery in a high drug activity neighborhood rather than any evidence. But here's where we get into it. The actual forensic work speaks volumes otherwise. Time to debunk. First up, the toxicology reports clear Reyna. No illegal substances or controlled drugs were found in her system. The cause of death was a stroke brought on by blood clots from extreme malnutrition and dehydration. There were no track marks or drug paraphernalia. In essence, science is sticking up its hand and saying not today to that overdose narrative. Now, unraveling the timeline of Reyna's final months paints the picture even sharper. Imagine this. Reyna, driven by dreams to Cleveland, eyeing her shot with Zeus Network's Baddies Midwest. What started as ambition spiraled, engaging an uncontrollable nightmare. Reyna's November rollout unraveled with a trip to a rape crisis center, a bold declaration of resistance against a backdrop of trauma. She was not drowning in addiction. Rather, she was assertively marking the crime committed against her. Snapchat and social media details surface next, showing injuries amidst claims swiftly taken down, alleging she was drugged and being trafficked. These were not mere cries for help. They were digital fingerprints of terror, marking her compelled silence in early January. For those 14 agonizing days while Reyna was concealed, her death echoed organ failure, a systematic breakdown from deprivation. But let's dive deeper. There's a bigger systems play here. The very network she was drawn to, Zeus Network Baddies, is a textbook example of a precariously packaged entertainment ecosystem. Zeus operates a conflict-high, safety-low structure, pulling in hopefuls to participate while teetering on the edge of stability. Strategically anchoring tour stops in high-traffic, economically struggling cities like Cleveland aligns with known trafficking hotspots. See the setup? Here's where the Lioness's jungle hypothesis visits the crime scene. Picture the bait, a trusted female peer, the Lioness, luring Reyna in for a chilling tale. From fresh hair and nails care to starvation and dehydration, these weren't mere survival acts. They were calculated steps. Reyna posting publicly shifted her from being a potential exploit to a hazard that had to be silenced. Past events lead Reyna's family, her mother Karen Jones and sister Kira Dunlap, taking the reins of justice into their own hands. With the police not making headway, they've turned tables on social media, fighting for truth, highlighting their unwavering stand for truth. Their GoFundMe campaign isn't just a vehicle for hiring a private eye, it symbolizes lost confidence in the system. A resounding call to unearth justice. So let's close this chapter with the same sense of duty that opened it. Break away from the overdose stereotype. Start tuning into the real narrative of what the evidence shows and recognize Reyna's right to both her story and her justice. Her life and the stories it told were never up for erasure. Let's remember her not just as another case, but as the beacon of resilience and undigitized passion she truly was. Remember, Reyna deserved the sun's rise and the embrace of family in this world. Justice for her isn't just the legal kind. It's about rewriting and replaying preconceptions, so stories like hers get the recognition they truly deserve. See you next time, where we unpack reality one case at a time.